Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, where motion is lotion. And if you have ever said that you don't stretch because you're not flexible enough, this video is definitely for you. We're gonna get you feeling looser and better right now. Okay, these are all seated today, so find a comfortable chair. You're gonna take your head and you're gonna tilt it one way, and you're gonna keep your arm, the opposite arm, down by your side. If you can grip onto that chair, great, but that might be too much of a stretch. So just keep it down so you're really getting that whole side. Breathe into the middle and then breathe out to the other side. And we are only holding things for a couple seconds here because we're really trying to get everything gliding and moving. And if you have been sitting or you are really tight, things are going to feel really stiff. So we want to take it nice and gentle and feel good. And if you need a little bit more gliding in those layers, that's where the Derma Edge comes in. I always keep one at my desk. I actually keep one in my car. I keep one at my nightstand, but I'll link that for you guys too. And that's something you can do on your own to help your mobility as well. Oh, this feels good. Again, nice and slow and controlled, right? We're not doing anything rapid. You may notice as we're moving that you may even get a little bit more motion in that neck. And if you don't, that's okay too. Okay, from here, I'm just gonna keep my hands right where they are. I got long arms. I'm gonna tuck my chin towards my chest. If it doesn't go all the way to your chest, totally fine. And you're actually gonna round yourself and even round those arms to stretch out the back of that body, including that neck. So depending on where you are, it's gonna depend on how far you can round and tuck. And then we're gonna go the opposite. So extending up, try to arch a little bit, open those palms, squeeze those shoulder blades, lift that head up. So tuck and curl, round those arms over. It's hard to talk when I'm tucked like that. And then up. Just a few at a time, right? So these are great to do at any time of the day. I like doing these, especially in the middle of the day, because that's when my body starts to kind of get crunched up and all folded over, which doesn't feel very good. We're gonna do one more like this. And I'm exhaling as I extend. You do what feels good for you. Okay, keeping one arm either on your lap or on the side of the chair. We're gonna take the other arm and we're gonna reach overhead, keep that hip glued down. You're only reaching as far as you can. If you can reach all the way overhead, great. If not, don't worry about it. Just try to get that little side motion going. Oh, yes, stretch out the shoulders, stretch out that side body again, which just gets so closed down, right, during the day. And still breathing. The most important thing about breathing is that you do it. So if you can, try to focus those inhales and exhales. But as long as you're breathing in and out at a nice steady pace, you're good to go. Again, remember, we're trying to feel good here, and breathing is part of that. And I'll even add in that diaphragm breathing, right, where you fill that belly up when you breathe in and then let that belly go as you exhale. I'm gonna do one more to each side. I'm gonna do some shoulder rolls. So we're gonna bring those shoulders up, turn those palms, and kind of squeeze those shoulder blades back. All of this, again, is gentle. We're only going backwards because we spend so much of our lives forward that we really wanna work on trying to open things up, not close them down again. And again, make them as big or as little as feels good for your body. We're gonna do one more like this. Okay, I am gonna take one arm, my opposite arm, to this leg and just let it rest. Other hand is gonna rest on the back of the chair or even on the backrest if you've got more flexibility. Sitting up nice and tall, and you're gonna do a little turn. And now we're gonna add a little head turn too, if it feels good on your neck. So we get all of that head mobility. And then we're switching. Sitting up tall. This time I tend to exhale as I rotate. If it doesn't feel good for your neck to turn with you, totally fine to let it stay where it is. So inhale in the middle. Nice full exhale and pause. And inhale and exhale, right? So all of these are slow and controlled, but with movement again, so that we can glide and feel good. Safe to do if you have been sitting or not moving, because we're getting mobility. You really don't want to do a lot of static or holding stretching if you don't have good blood flow going, you haven't been warmed up. We're gonna do one more to this side. And then we've got a couple more to go. So from here, you're gonna take one leg and you're gonna kick it out. You're gonna bring your toes up towards you. If you feel a stretch here already, you're gonna stop. If that's too much, you let that knee bend a little, and that's totally good. If you need a little bit more, you're gonna think about bringing your chest forward, again, just for a little pause, and then we're switching. Right? Inhale, exhale as you bring that chest forward in any one of those modifications, right? Sorry, don't slump. I don't know why I showed that. You don't want to do that. So do try to keep that back flat. And if you can, keep those toes up because we're getting the hamstring and the calf here at the same time. If you start to feel a cramping or anything like that though, don't bring your toes up. Just kind of keep with that nice gentle movement. And like I said, even if you can't get all the way out, right? If you just want to start here, totally good and fine. You're getting movement, right? That's key. Working on things that maybe haven't moved in a while or moved the way they're supposed to in a while. So we want to start where we all are. And we're all in different spots, let me tell you. All right, we're going to do one more on each side, and then we've got one more to go. I lied. We have two more to go. I didn't really lie. I just forgot. Okay, we are going to get the wrists and the forearm because a lot of us do all this typing. So you're going to straighten one arm out. You're going to just take the opposite hand on the back of that hand and gently press down. You don't have to push hard, right? So even if that means you just go a little bit and then come back in and switch. Right, so we're getting a little elbow movement. We're getting that wrist stretch, which is great for all of these muscles here. I don't know, maybe you're showing off your ring. That's what it feels like as I'm doing this one. And if you can, again, if it's too much to keep your arm up, then just keep your arm nice and low, right? If that causes any pain through your chest or your shoulders or anything like that. Oh, and as I go, just like I said with some of the other ones, it feels good to add a little bit more pressure. If you can, do it. If it feels bad in any way, don't do it, please. It is not no pain, no gain when it comes to these things. Your body tends to actually react negatively when that happens, and things tend to spasm up, which actually makes it worse. One more on the other side, and then we have one more to go. Okay, you're going to bring your legs as wide as is comfortable for your body, getting towards the edge of your chair. So for some people that might be here. Some people might be able to open a little bit more. Wherever you're at, you want to think about, do let those hips just go, let them fall right open. If you need to start there and just hang out, that's where you're going to be. Otherwise, you're going to think about keep that flat back, and you're going to come down. You don't have to get all the way down to the ground. But you can hang, I've got such long arms, I'm gonna hang right onto my feet and ankles. And again, this one we're ending with is just that nice breathing. So you really want to think about taking 3 to 5 slow breaths, let that head come down. And then let everything try to open a little bit more on that exhale. Make sure those shoulders are relaxing down too. And then with control, one vertebrae at a time, you're gonna roll on back up and you're gonna feel good.